In today's video, we're going to be looking at my very first YouTube paycheck to show you guys how much I make as a small YouTuber and how much you can expect to make when you get monetized on YouTube. So if you want to understand how Google Adsense works, or maybe you're just curious about how much I'm making, then this is the video for you, because we're going to see how much I've made so far in the first 2 months of being monetized on YouTube. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I'm Simplicity. Hope you're having a wonderful day. This is the #1 place to start building your brand, business, and impact online through social media marketing. So maybe you want to quit that 9-to-5 job, start a side hustle, earn a little cheddar on the side, then this is the channel for you. So consider subscribing by clicking that big red button down below, and make sure you ring that bell so you get notified when I post new videos. And of course, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help support the channel and helps us to spread the word so we can help people just like you. So I want to just jump into my YouTube analytics and show you exactly how much I made in June. But before we do that, I just want to briefly talk about exactly how Google Adsense works. Is your YouTube ads are calculated month by month. So for example, for last month is where all my ads revenue is calculated. Now when you go and look at your Google AdSense account, you may be thinking, where is my money? Why is it not showing up? Well, it doesn't actually transfer over into your Google AdSense account until the 10th to the 14th of the following month. So again, from the 1st of June to the 30th of June won't actually show up in your AdSense account until the 10th to 14th of the following month. You should expect to see the money in your AdSense account around about the 10th or 14th of July. Now another thing to be aware of, you don't actually get paid out for your Google AdSense account until you reach the threshold. Now in this example, the threshold is $100. While that money that is transferred over, it just sits there and gets added up to the following month until you reach that threshold, and then you receive a payout. Then unfortunately that $80 is just going to sit in your Google AdSense account for another month, and assuming you get $20 or more, so each month is paid out on the following month. So if you reach the threshold in June, you'll get paid on the 20th of July. Any money you receive in July and it reaches the threshold, you'll get paid in August, and so on and so forth. In some instances, Google will actually take your tax out for you, but in other instances, you have to actually calculate your tax yourself. So be wary of that. And if you do have to take the tax out yourself, I would recommend. Now I do actually want to go into my analytics and show you what my CPM is. So that's your cost per million, which is roughly how much you'll get paid per 1,000 views on YouTube. And then of course we can calculate that to per 1 view. Based on my views, you could expect the same on your channel. But there are a lot of factors that do affect your CPM in trying to determine how much that you'll get paid on YouTube. But it's going to give you a good idea of how much that I'm receiving, the CPM that I'm getting, and we can work out roughly what kind of money you can expect from 1,000 views per view from the 1st of June to the 30th of June. So for example, in all of the month of June, let's say you only received about $80, taking that out yourself and setting that aside so that way you've got that all ready for when you do need to pay that at the end of the tax year. So let's jump into my YouTube analytics and have a look and how that's all calculated. So the first thing that you need to be aware of, so in this case, what happens if you don't reach that threshold? That'll push you up to over the threshold of $100, and then in the following month you'll get paid. So if you received $80 in June and let's say $50 in July, that means you'll get paid out $130 in August. Now you don't actually get paid until the 20th of the following month. So in this example, if you reach the threshold in July, you'll receive that money on the 20th of August. There's a few key things to remember in terms of how the money gets transferred over and when you actually get paid based on reaching the threshold, and of course the actual dates that it transfers over and when you actually get paid. Now this is all done through PayPal. Now if you do happen to have a similar CPM to me, then you can expect to receive the same amount of money. That is something to think about. Okay, so we are on my YouTube analytics, and I kind of just want to go through the CPM with you guys to show you what kind of CPM I have and what kind of CPM you could expect for yourself, how much money I made from that based on the views, based on the monetized playback. So that's the amount of time people actually watch the ad, and all of those kind of things. So if we have a look here, we've first got the details of how many views I've got, how many subscribers I gained from that, and the estimated revenue from those. So here you can kind of see the amount of money that I was making on each day. So clearly here we got $7.91, and that was on the 24th of May. And you can kind of see that it all started taking off around about May 22nd, and then we had a bit of a spike increase there. So you can see I was obviously monetized on about May 22nd, and that was where I started receiving some decent amounts of money. So if we have a look at the top viewed video, is the iPhone 11 Pro Max giveaway, and we received a total view of 38,383 views, and that had a watch time of 1,181 hours. And in terms of subscribers, that received 6,845 subscribers, and the estimated revenue was $62.56, and it had about 463,000 impressions, and the click-through rate on that was about 6.8%. The next best one was another giveaway, and that was a view of 23,636 views, watch time of 796 hours, and it received 2,494 subscribers, and that one also had a revenue of $49.33 and a pretty decent amount of impressions, which was 224,000 impressions and a click-through rate of 8.3%. Next one received a view of 18,066 views and had a subscriber count of 2,495, and estimated revenue was $37. So this kind of gives you just a good idea of how many subscribers I was getting, how many views I received on those, and an estimate of how much I was going to receive in revenue from that, and also the click-through rate that I was getting on those popular videos. Now if we jump on over here, so this is where it kind of shows me my estimated monetized playback. So if you don't understand what that means, when somebody watches a video, let's say it's a 10-minute video and you're able to put ads in that video. So let's say you have an ad at the start, which in theory, most people should watch that, but just understand that ads don't always play on every single time someone watches the video, but for the most part, you should have a high percentage of people watching the start of the video, and therefore they should watch that ad. That being said, if they skip the ad, then I don't believe it counts. So what the estimated monetized playbacks is the people who actually watched your ads during the video. So a real simple example, let's say you had a video and it did really well and you received 100,000 views. The problem involved with this is if you had 100,000 views, but only half of them actually watched the ads, let's say only 50,000 watch the ads, then you're only going to be paid for the 50,000 views that actually watch those ads. So that's why we're going to look at the monetized playback, so we actually know of those views how many people actually watch the ads. So for example, in this particular one, we had how to start a YouTube channel, and 4,264 people watched the ad, which was about 2.2% of the monetized playbacks. Now if we jump down here to the most popular one, 30,161 people on my iPhone giveaway watched the ads. Another one here, 20,913 people watch the ads. So once again, it's the monetized playbacks that you actually receive revenue from. You don't receive revenue from views that people that don't watch the ads. So if we actually look at the playback base CPM based on those monetized playbacks, so for example here we had a $6.58 for the how to start a YouTube channel, and then if we go down to my more popular ones, we received $3.76 per 1,000 views. So CPM is cost per milli, which is another way of saying cost per 1,000 views. So for every 1,000 views, I will receive $3.58 on that video. That being said, that's only based upon the people that actually watch the ad. So I'll only receive $3.76 for those 30,161 views. So that gives you an idea of what the CPM is on that video. Now the CPM does come down to a lot of things. If you don't really understand how the CPM works, it comes down to a number of things. One, it comes down to the type of video. So depending on the type of video it is, depends on the type of ads that can play on it. So for example, if it's a Photoshop tutorial video, then YouTube is able to display Photoshop ads and tutorial type ads. But if it's a vlog type video, a Photoshop ad wouldn't really make sense. So if it's someone like Photoshop, they're generally going to pay a lot higher than maybe someone who's just advertising shampoo or something like that. So it does depend on your video, will depend on the type of ads that YouTube puts on it. You can't choose the type of ads that you have. That all comes down to YouTube, and they choose what fits best for the video. So the first thing that will affect your CPM is the type of video, because effectively that type of ad can only go on that type of video. So if you're doing a tutorial type video or a how-to type video, you'll generally get those kind of ads that probably pay a bit more than a vlog or lifestyle type video where you have cheaper type ads that go on those videos. So that's the first thing that will affect your CPM. The second thing is location. So if you have a whole lot of third world countries watching your videos, then the CPM is going to be a lot lower because advertising is cheaper in third world countries. So that's the main things that will affect your CPM, is the type of video that you have will affect the type of ads that are on your video, and also who's watching your video will affect your CPM as well. So you could have a really high CPM for somebody who watches it in a first world country, but if somebody watches in a third world country, that will affect your CPM and could effectively make it a lot lower. So this kind of gives you a good indication of what my CPM is. My average CPM for all of these videos is $4.96. So for every 1,000 monetized playback views, I would receive $4.96 per 1,000 views. If we just round that up, so $5 per 1,000 views. So it gives you a pretty good idea of what my CPM is, and it helps you to work out possibly what you'd receive based on your analytics and based on your views. You could work out $5 based on 1,000 views. So let's say you received 500,000 views. So you take the $5 CPM times 500, and that'll work out in theory what your revenue could be. Now, as I said before, I received my monetization back on the 21st of May or around there, and that's where I was able to start putting ads on my videos and start receiving revenue back on the end of May. So as we discussed before, that only left 1.5 weeks to try and reach the threshold in only about 10 days. So unfortunately, I didn't quite reach the threshold, so that transferred over to my June amount. So the analytics that we're going to look at right now is when I first became monetized, which was about May the 21st, and that is all the way to, we're looking at the end of June. Even though it is July now, I only want to show you guys what I've received up until the end of June. So if we have a look here, so for these 5.5 weeks, I received 449.7k views, 24.1k watch time hours. I received 14.2k subscribers, and my estimated revenue for those 6 weeks was $523.22. So that kind of shows you guys exactly what my revenue was. If we actually click on the revenue to see how it was, back on early May was when it all started. So we're looking at about $1.13 on the 22nd. Jumped up to on the 23rd, $12, $15 on the 24th, jumped back down to about $10. The highest point was $23. Another high point was about $18, $10, $12. So averaging that out, I was probably receiving about $10 a day. Of course, some days were higher than others, but on average, I was receiving about $10 a day to be receiving $523.22 in about 5.5 to 6 weeks. So that kind of shows you guys how much I'm receiving so far. Now I have just been monetized, so I'm pretty happy with my progress so far. It's pretty cool to be able to get paid out my very first paycheck. Kind of show you guys what my CPM, how your CPM is calculated, and it shows you how your CPM can actually fluctuate from day to day based on what videos gets views and of course who's watching your videos. But this gives you an idea of why CPM is so far. Like I said, it's about $5 per 1,000 views, and you can go ahead and calculate your analytics to see roughly how much you'd be receiving. If you make similar videos to myself, then you probably will have a similar CPM. Right guys, that was my very first paycheck. I know a lot of you guys have been requesting this video, so I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up to show me that you did enjoy this video, and I can definitely look at doing monthly paycheck videos to kind of show you my progress and to show you if my CPM changes, and just to be open and honest with you guys about the kind of revenue that I'm making through my YouTube channel. That's things like paid products, sponsorships, affiliate marketing, all of those kinds of things. And hopefully it gives you a good idea on the type of CPM that you'd be receiving if you make similar videos to what I create. So I hope it was somewhat helpful. Definitely let me know in the comment section down below if you enjoy these kind of videos, to help you guys improve your YouTube channel and just really helping you navigate your YouTube analytics. I just remember this is just my YouTube ads revenue. As you should know, a lot of YouTubers are making money outside of YouTube as well. So just be aware this is just YouTube ad revenue, and a lot of people say that they actually receive more money from other income streams than they do from their YouTube ads revenue. I definitely want to do more more videos into my YouTube analytics and kind of showing you and breaking down my revenue, my views, all of those kinds of things to help you grow faster and to really learn from where you might be going wrong and how you can improve. Now, today's secret keyword is photosynthesis. You might need to Google search that one, but that is today's keyword. Make sure that you comment that down below so that I know you made it all the way to the end of the video. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help get the channel out there and we can keep helping people to grow on YouTube. Also, don't forget to check out these other videos because I know that you'll love those as well. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.